I am warning you, the Trump family is going to take over the cryptocurrency industry. This will trump, no point intended, their whole real estate legacy. Listen closely to what I'm about to say. I'm about to share with you is my opinion, my research. I'm only going to pull back the curtain and no gatekeeping on exactly what I'm doing, but the why behind it. You have to make your own decisions. But you need to understand what the Trump family is doing. Number one, Trump is writing the rules. He's the president. You need to study Trump deeply. The Witkoff family, Steve Witkoff, and Howard Lutnick. We'll break that down in later videos. But I want to share with you where I'm going with this, pulling back the curtain on how I'm going to manage my family's wealth through this. Make your own decisions. So this is American Bitcoin. And as of today, I'm going to start to buy this stock. Not financial advice. I'm going to buy this stock starting today and adding this to my portfolio. I'm not a big stock guy. I'm big in stock dividends that pay me cash, but I de-risk back into Bitcoin and XRP. I'm a big Bitcoin and XRP guy. But I am going to start to get exposure as of today to American Bitcoin. Now, here's my logic. American Bitcoin is owned by Eric Trump. They had 0 Bitcoin in April. They now have 4,000 Bitcoin. Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Barron Trump, and Donald Trump, Steve Witkoff and his boys created World Liberty Financial. So they now own the Bitcoin mining game, the infrastructure. They own World Liberty Financial, a world bank that is governed by the people. They have USD1, the fastest growing stablecoin out of any stablecoin. And Trump ran as the crypto capital of the world. CZ from Binance did a big investment in World Liberty Financial. Trump, I don't know if there's a connection here. Trump pardoned CZ. So you got the boys who now run World Liberty Financial, the Steve Witkoff's boys and Trump's boys run the DeFi World Liberty Bank Financial, World Liberty Financial, fastest growing stablecoin. They're about to launch here in the near future. They're lending, they're DeFi, or we're the bank. Anybody can use World Liberty Financial. We're going to be on an even playing field monetarily before you know it, Trump told us 7 years ago. He was worried about the debasement of the US dollar. There's your hint. And he creates the Stablecoin Act, the Genius Act. Genius. He has the fastest growing stablecoin, then they create the Genius Act. Bohine steps down, goes to Tether, brings it into America, USAT, 90% of the stablecoin market. Fastest growing stablecoin, USD1. Stablecoins use US treasuries to balance out 1-to-1 to make it stable. Trump literally trumped everybody, created the Genius Act, and stabilized the bond market. They use short-term treasuries to balance out stablecoins. It's logic, guys. There's no emotion. That's why I don't panic when the markets are red. I buy more. And that's why I don't believe hopium or hype, and I exit when it goes green. Because markets always come down, and they come down hard. 10-10, 20-25. There'll be more of those, trust me. Okay, so I digress. I'm going to start to get exposure to this stock. That'll be stock exposure. I have stocks that pay dividends, but I'm not a big stock guy. That'll be my stock exposure. So that's going to be the picks and shovels, the rails, the infrastructure. I'm continuing to stack WLFI, which is their decentralized DeFi bank. And I continue to stack Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the digital gold. It's going to be the most scarce asset in the world. 5% of the supply is gone. I have the gold for my family bank that will never be touched. WFI is the global financial system. Now Bitcoin, American Bitcoin, will be the exposure to the picks and shovels, the infrastructure. That's how I think. I'm willing to ride this crazy volatility out. I want volatility. Volatility is the absolute gift. Not in my dividends, it's the absolute gift. And in my portfolio, it's a gift. So when it collapses, I buy more. When it goes green, outside of Bitcoin, I'm never selling Bitcoin. I pull profits. I wait for everybody to panic again and I buy more. It's super simple, guys. So build a disciplined plan. Mine's Capital DR. I invented it. I create cash flow. There's a difference between income and cash flow. I take my cash flow outside of debts and non-negotiables and I put it into deflationary assets. I use fixed supply assets, Bitcoin, XRP, fixed supplies. Opposite of the inflationary US dollar. They're about to print a ton of money and make you poor. Your dollar is going to be worth less. And I use protection. I use cash value life insurance. It's a bad rap because they're structured improperly. They're not funding them properly. The agents aren't explaining them properly. They're not retirement policies. They're insurance policies. They give you permanent life insurance and creates a family bank. Tax code 7702A was created in 1913, allows you to access your life insurance is the important part for me and what we do. Tax-free to get tax-free money, a loan, at low rates, around 5%. And what do? I go buy more assets that appreciate more than the interest rate. If I put it into Bitcoin, my cash value still exists. I borrow from the insurance company at 5%. I buy Bitcoin, grows 50% every year. I just beat the hurdle rate by 45%. You got to put inflation in there. And guess what? I can never get liquidated. It comes off the death benefit. It's richest man in Babylon. It's multiplying money. That's it. Compounding money. Money compounds every 7 years at 10%. You just need to know the rules. You're on the debt side or the asset side. That's it. It's not magic. And then L is leverage. I just explained leverage. Leverage, leverage, leverage. But stop listening to these people telling you to leverage all your crypto. You're going to get wrecked. There's going to be more 10-10 flash crashes. I promise you. Never leverage in an asset that is extremely volatile. You are the exit liquidity. Study 1920 to 1929. That's when margin was created, where you could put in $1 and get 10, and then they bought $10 in stocks and leverage against their stocks. Well, guess what? Boom! They collapsed the market and took everybody's money and monopolized the banks, baby. Just like they're going to do with the exchanges. The big banks are coming in. Get ready. They're going to liquidate the small exchanges, and the big daddies are coming in. Coinbase will be here, Kraken will be here, Uphold will be here, Crypto.com will be here, JP Morgan will become a crypto bank, Wells Fargo will become a crypto bank, Bank of America, Ripple will become a bank, Coinbase will become a bank. You won't even have to leave your exchanges. You'll be able to do all your traditional banking. This is how winning is done. Create a plan, stick to it, touch some grass, God, family, protection of your ecosystem at all costs. At other men's business, you're too busy working on yours. So that's my plan, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm sticking to it, and I'll continue to bring you guys the warnings every single day. I'm gonna repeat the same shit every day. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm peeling it back deeper and deeper, guys. My top 7 are XRP. XRP by a long shot, company and personally. Bitcoin, Solana, XLM, WFI. I think it just passed XLM. I have to look, it keeps bouncing back. So WFI is about to pass XLM, HBAR, and VeChain. Again, I'm not telling you that's what you should do, but by the time the dust settles in 2030, it'll probably be XRP, Bitcoin, and WFI. I invest with conviction. Not with hype, not with hopium. Love you guys. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. It's here. God bless you.